Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a 222 portal reading for the collective. Now I'm going to give you guys an introduction to the energies that are at play with the 222 portal opening. But if you want to skip ahead to the reading, I will have that time stamped down below in the description box. Also in the description box you can see a list of the cards that I'm using. You can also see how you can get a private reading if that's something that you would like. But I'm also going to ask that before I get started that you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell if you guys want to get updates whenever I upload anything new. So for those of you who are interested, the 222 portal is a powerful portal day. We have entered into a new year full of intense energies, massive triggers, and changes on the individual level and for the collective. We're planting thousands of tiny seeds that will birth an era of deep change, collapsing and reshaping the old paradigms. As many begin to expand their consciousness and step into higher timelines, we are going to witness significant technological advancements and scientific innovations, new experiences, and individual growth. 2021 is the beginning of a period where we start to rebuild and create a new world, anchored in love, balance, and in alignment with our divine higher self. The 222 portal is open to propel us forward as we adjust and open up to even higher cosmic frequencies. The opening of this portal is a universal opportunity for humans to shift, grow, and transform our lives as we purge and release the old. The 222 portal helps bring us balance and love expansion. 222 is about love, renewal, and healing from past hurt and disappointment. It's particularly important for those of us looking for love, or if you're in a relationship, it's confirmation that you've already found your soulmate. Seeing 222 frequently is a reminder to focus on unity consciousness and that you're on the right path. This number sequence is a sign from your angels and guides that you are in a building phase of your life. The number 2 is about balance, and 22 is the master builder number, which guides you to move forward in harmony and faith in alignment with your true soul's desire. Often we dream of what we want, but we have to do our part, and we cannot sabotage those dreams with negative thoughts or become consumed with all the reasons why things won't work out for us. The 222 portal gives us the strength to rebalance, renew our faith that we are indeed on the right path. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. I'm going to pull 2 cards for our overall sort of energy for this 222 portal. Messages for the collective, please, for this 222 portal. Okay, we get moderation. Beautiful. And we get compassion. I love this. So as we go through these major shifts and these major adjustments, number 99, so 9s are they're about karmic completion. So it's like you're coming to the end, or we are coming to the end of a very difficult cycle. And this is not only just this past year, 2020 and the pandemic, but it's this era, this Capricorn era. So where we're building a new earth, where we're destroying those old paradigms that were really keeping us out of an energy of love and union. The moderation, this is the sort of, this brings me back to the energy of Temperance in the major arcana, which is about finding balance and union. So finding this balance, remembering that your prayers are being answered, that you can create the reality that you desire. But it's oftentimes important, because this is Sagittarius energy, to step back and see the big picture. And they're showing me how Sagittarius energy is about, it's about forward thinking, it's about travel, it's about philosophy, it's about a higher perspective, and bringing compassion to everything that you do, and not only showing it to other people as we experience these shifts and these changes, but also to ourselves. Okay, so really nice energy there. Now let's go ahead and see what additional messages come through with the tarot. All right, so we're going to get a little more information about the theme that Spirit and our guides want us to focus on with this 222 portal. Guys, it doesn't get better than that. 10 of Pentacles, money, wealth, abundance, stability, love, and union. The 10 of Pentacles is about bringing and attracting all of those things into your life. This is a huge jackpot card. This is telling me that we are absolutely opening ourselves up to receive the abundance that the universe wants to bless each and every one of us with. But a reminder here that we have to, that we cannot self-sabotage, that we have to pay attention to our thoughts and our ideas, what we think, what we believe, what we imagine about what it is that we truly deserve. And that can be in love, that can be in union, that can be with money, this can be health. Beautiful energy. So what we need to release, I love this. This is the 4 of Pentacles. This is Capricornian energy. So this is really that old paradigm that we're stamping out. The 4 of Pentacles is really representing that top-down hierarchy. It's representing the other, us versus them. It's about, it takes me back to the 3 of Pentacles, about working together, working in tandem, everything coming together for you. This is not only on a personal level, but also for the collective. The 4 of Pentacles is known as the miser in the Tarot. And so it's holding on to these things that are holding us back. So now it's time to really release that. For some of you, it is about money. It's about really releasing old fears and blocks that we have to receiving the abundance that we truly deserve. For some of us, it's about making investments, needing to give in order to receive more. All right, so I love this energy, you guys. Possible obstacles and challenges, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So you guys, as we are sort of, we're moving into a different timeline, there may be, not everybody is going to be exactly where we are. And again, this is where the compassion needs to really come through. As many of you already know, as you're on a journey of awakening, there's certain people that you can't take with you, or events. And as you jump timelines, or as you move into a timeline, a higher perspective, a higher vibration, there are certain people and situations that you have to leave behind. And sometimes it can be an isolating experience, but this 222 portal is showing us quite the contrary, that we have, if we achieve unity and balance within, we also will never feel that isolation and that loneliness. But there will be naysayers. There will be people who won't agree with us. There will be people that just will not understand our own individual journey. The Knight of Swords is about, it's really sort of this Mercury retrograde energy, but can kind of be applied to everything that we're doing. Being aware that we're not all on the same timeline, that we don't all have the same experiences, and that we don't all have the same understanding. And that can create a little bit of drama. But if you find the balance within, you'll never be pulled out of your own personal alignment and truth, no matter what's going on around you. Because the Knight of Swords is an energy of communication, of miscommunication. It can be about fights, about conflicts, and it can be something that you're experiencing directly. Also, there are certain people who are going to be triggered by this 10 of Pentacles energy that you're experiencing, whether it's love or wealth or abundance. But understand that's not a reflection of you, but it's their own triggers, their own shortcomings that they're reacting to, and that it's important that you run your own race and really just come into this space, this total complete balance and alignment, so nobody can pull you out of your own sort of loving presence. Actions and opportunities, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it's really important. Many of you guys, this is about healing from something physical, from an illness, from a surgery, or you're also coming into the understanding of the importance of what it is that you allow into your energetic field. And this can be music, this can be the news that you listen to, the conversations that you're having, but also it's about paying attention to your body being your temple, making sure that you drink enough water, making sure that you're eating healthier. As we ascend, many of you are going to realize that your path begins to narrow, and what that means is you may start having physical reactions to certain foods that you eat. So lower vibrational frequencies, we can find this in, high sugary foods, alcoholic beverages, carbonated beverages, processed foods. Some of you guys are going to see that your body is going to physically react or start to reject people, situations, foods, you know, colors, music, energy, whatever it might be, where you might, I'm seeing some of you might be breaking out in like rashes or starting to get headaches, fatigue, a sense of, you know, a sense of tiredness, you know, or actual physical reactions to certain things as you go through this ascension process. And so Spirit's really asking you to listen to your body, listen to, you know, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and our body is one of those huge indicators of, you know, is this okay for me? You know, is this something I should be doing? Because there are many people, things, and situations that are no longer going to be in alignment with you as you raise your vibration, and that's okay. That does not mean you're alone. All right, as far as romance is concerned, we have the Seven of Cups. So what I'm getting here is many of you guys are going to have a lot of options, a lot of good and beautiful options. Some of you who are in a, you know, in a soulmate union or on a twin flame journey, the Seven of Cups talks about, you know, really cutting through illusions, a sense of grounding. Many of you guys are already meeting your person in the dream space if you're not in physical 3D union with them. But many of you who are single and trying to call in love, you're working through fears and distortions that you have around unity, and you're going to see that you deserve so much and all the abundance that's open to you. Many of you are going to see that you have many possibilities where you've been feeling alone or isolated in this shift in thinking with this Ten of Pentacles, that you deserve the best, that it's not about wondering if you're good enough for somebody else, or you're good enough for marriage, or you're good enough for union, but really sort of vetting the options that you're given, and really, you know, coming into alignment as you raise your vibration with higher vibrational beings and people and situations when it comes to love and romance. When it comes to career and work and school, we have the Hierophant. So I really like this energy. And the reason why is because the Hierophant represents higher learning, represents contracts, but it's also a very sort of spiritual energy. But when it's in the reverse, some of you are realizing that, you know, what we've been told that we need to do in order to be successful, and it works for some of us and it doesn't for all of us, whether that's, you know, go to high school, go to college, you know, maybe get a master's degree or a PhD, whatever it might be, that will make you successful. What I'm seeing here is there's nothing wrong with that, and that's true for many of us. But the Hierophant card is also talking about your own unique journey. And this is about really, truly answering your soul's calling. This is about working your light, and it's about shining your light and being an inspiration to all around you, and no matter what it is you do, whatever you're doing. So for example, if you like to fix cars, or you love Reiki, or you like academics, or you're a doctor, or you're a lawyer, or an accountant, or you work at a grocery store, or you work at a convenience store, or whatever it might be, the Hierophant card is telling you to follow your own unique path. Don't succumb to social pressure and sort of expectations that either family, friends, or your society or your culture are putting on you. To believe in your magic. If you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to be a tarot reader, if you want to be, you know, whatever it is that your soul is calling you to do. You know, we call this, there's a niggling within each of us, and oftentimes we are in sort of shadow careers or shadow occupations. So for example, you know, you work behind the camera, but secretly you want to be a model. This card is telling you to do what your soul is truly calling you to do, and don't worry about what anybody else says. But this is about working and shining your light. This is what we talk about. This is your divine purpose, and this serves as a unique inspiration to each and every person that you're energetically linked to. I love this energy because it's about really going it on your own. This is energy of Taurus, but it also plays into this energy of the age of Aquarius. Do what's right for you, to dream big. The universe is going to bestow so much abundance and stability on you if you're following your own path and your soul's journey. And you'll know that you're on the right path because it will simply feel good. Okay, so when it comes to your health, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So what I love about this is we do see the King and the Queen of Pentacles. This is very earthy energy, but they're both showing up in reverse. So I do have to go back to love for a second. So many of you guys, I do see that you are currently you may be in separation from your person, or you may not be a vibrational match. But what we're doing with this 222, remember, this portal, this energy is a recalibration, and it's really telling you that you're on the right track and to come into unity consciousness, which is going to bring you union in the 3D. For many of you, this is this inner union where we have masculine and feminine energies within, and the need for you to nurture, the need to focus less on the 3D. And again, with the Hierophant energy, because Taurus energy is about 3D pleasure, good food, good wine, about, it's about, it's about these earthly pleasures, it's an earth sign, and all of that is very important. But doing that spiritual work to raise your vibration, to be healthy, to be the highest expression of yourself, you're going to see this abundance and this stability come in all aspects of your life, emotionally, spiritually, romantically, and financially. So when it comes to your health, the King of Pentacles is also saying it's important that you take up a routine, whether that's a spiritual practice of meditation and prayer, setting your intentions, working with the moon. But it's also about really eating well. This is coming through very strong about paying attention to your body, making sure that you're going to the dentist. I know this is a really weird message to come through, but you're doing the things that are necessary to keep yourself healthy, because Spirit is saying that we need you, okay? That your energy is necessary for this new era, as we move through this 222 portal, and we're on this path of ascension and bringing this unity and love expansion to the earth plane, that it's very important that we don't forget that we're here having a 3D experience, even if we're spiritual beings, even though we are spiritual beings. When it comes to your money, we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. So there may be some sort of conflict here when it comes to your finances. Spirit is telling you and giving us the energy of this 222 portal to show us that we can bring this back into balance. I also feel with the 6 of Swords, this is energy of something coming back to you. So a reminder here that they're actually showing me the 6 of Pentacles in tandem with the 6 of Swords, that, the seeds that you have planted in the quantum field are, many of you are going to be seeing those manifestations in the 3D and in your finances as a result of this 222 portal, and over the next year, in fact. And with the 6 of Swords in reverse, it's an idea. So many of you guys, it might be something that you wanted to do when you were younger, or when you were a child, or something that you wanted to do, but you didn't follow it because maybe the internet wasn't quite up and running yet, or maybe your parents or your guardians or your friends or your family or your spouse said, you know what, that's a crazy idea. Let's, do something to bring us more stability rather than what you truly want to do. I feel like this is that energy coming back to you in your finances, that what you have put out, okay, is going to come back to you in a really big way. And for many of you, it's an idea, and it's this sort of this impetus, the catalyst for you to get moving on that. For others of you, this is about really, you guys planting this seed of, you have been working really hard on a side hustle. Maybe it's a YouTube channel. Maybe it's, a creative project, your art, whatever it might be. It's like what you've put out is absolutely coming back to you. And there's been a lot of struggle, a lot of strife in getting this off the ground. And there are times when I felt like you wanted to give up, and Spirit's saying, don't give up, because you're about to get, hit the jackpot here. And it's this entrepreneurial energy I'm picking up on. And for some of you, it's about fighting through your education, wondering whether or not you should take out more loans, wondering if you should really continue to do this, but fighting through it, because there will be a huge reward for you in doing so. All right. And then we have your social life and your community. We have the 8 of Wands. So this is an energy of, it's interesting. It takes me back to the 7 of Wands, which is a major up-leveling. And again, it's an energy of being guarded. The 8 of Wands for me in reverse is like something that you've been trying to manifest within your social life or your community. They're showing me 2020, and with the pandemic and quarantine and being in lockdown, that really showing us the true purpose of that. Even though we may feel more isolated and we may feel more individual, it's really meant to sort of, the pendulum swung from, to one side where we're sort of enclosed and we're on our own, but it's in order to highlight our togetherness, to, you know, to first highlight our individuality, but understanding that, you know, we are all but drops of water in a huge sea, that we're all together. And that's what I'm getting with this Eight of Wands, like a lack of communication, but it was really meant like this time period for us to go within and to sort of quiet the noise, you know, and those of us who have been doing the work to really get in touch with what I'm seeing, this Sagittarius energy, a higher picture, a higher perspective of what it is that we truly need to succeed, not only individually, but as a collective. The overall energy here is the Judgment card in reverse. So this is interesting. So the Judgment card in reverse is telling me that there's, you know, there's a major karmic review. And, you know, it kind of seems like an elitist message that I'm receiving here, that, you know, there are certain people, because it's highlighting the Knight of Swords in reverse. Not everybody is going to understand our journey. And, you know, even as fellow light workers or star seeds or, you know, woke or whatever you want to, however you consider yourself, all of our journeys are individual. What we put out is what we're going to receive. The work that you do is going to pay off. This Ten of Pentacles is just, I'm just seeing slot machines, you know, pouring out coins, but these are coins that represent health, money, love, abundance, you know, spirituality. Not everybody is going to be on that same journey. And I really do see there's this 222 portal. Some of us are walking through it with grace and ease. Some of us feel like we're tripping over things, but we're going to make it through. And there are others that just absolutely won't be coming through this portal with us, and that's okay. That doesn't mean we don't see them, that doesn't mean we don't talk to them, but recognizing that we are no better or worse than anybody, regardless of where we are on our journey, but that our journeys are sometimes separate, okay? So again, how does this play into unity consciousness? But we're all in this together at the same time, okay, if that makes sense. And, you know, the Judgment card in reverse is like, you know, I'm getting there are some people and situations that you are going to see that are going to drop away as you shift and you move. But remembering that that's okay, that that's natural, to have love and compassion for yourself and for them as we go through these changes on an individual and collective level. Moderation. This is about not fighting against these differences. It's about finding a common ground, because really, truly, we are all in this together. Okay, regardless of where we may be on our path. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else comes through. All right, we get challenging times. Beautiful. So this is the Five of Wands. This is energy of, you know, the challenges coming to an end. It takes us back to the Four of Wands, which is that 11-11 energy, about synchronicities, following your synchronicities, and, you know, signs and synchronicities, the 222 portal, or numerological sequences, whatever your symbols are, showing you that you're on the right path, that the challenging times are coming, not to a complete halt. You know, we're always going to have certain challenges on our journey, but it takes me back to the Four of Wands. There's an element of stability, love, and union that that is being bestowed upon us as we walk through this 222 portal. All right, now we get the Seven of Wands showing up in reverse. So choose your battles. Again, many of you guys, it's about no longer reacting to what's going on around you, whether Mercury is retrograding or not, whether there are people that agree with you or not, bringing love and compassion to what it is you do, understanding that, you know, that if you have this inner alignment and balance and you stay in your loving presence, that no matter what people are saying or doing, you know, it's like, for example, like on YouTube, there are a lot of readers, you know, there are a lot of people that throw shade at your channel or on your videos, because that's how they feel, and it's more of a reflection of them than a reflection of you. So it's about how much of that are you going to allow that to affect you. So if you work on your own inner unity and balance, and you sort of respond to negativity with love and light, or you remove yourself from those situations if you find them to be too toxic, that's about choosing your battles. But it's also about lowering your defenses, because you don't really need them, right? If you're vibrating at a totally different level, it won't really affect you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see What else comes through? Here we go. There's double confirmation of the Four of Wands. For many of you, this is about a soulmate or a twin flame journey coming into union. And this is really about creating, sharing a vision. Some of you creating a family in 2021, others blending families. And again, creating a home, creating a nest, creating stability, whatever that looks like for you and your partner. This is also understanding that many of you setting those intentions, if you're not seeing them come to fruition, doing the inner work, seeing where, you might be sabotaging, right? Self-sabotaging that, because Spirit does want to bring you into union, wants to bring you joy and stability here. All right, and then we get the throat chakra. This is my Mercury retrograde card, but again, the throat chakra coming out imbalanced or in an imbalanced state is, telling you to not be afraid to be your authentic and truthful self. At the bottom of the deck, we get the World card. So this is a beautiful, magnificent completion, you guys. And look, we see the number 21. So really telling us that 2021 being sort of this catalyst year, 222 being the portal that's pushing us through to create this beautiful new era where it's about balance and alignment with our true higher selves. Now, the throat chakra, when it's imbalanced, we have a fear of rejection or criticism. There's indifference or injustice is sort of the lens with which we see the world and our experiences. So Spirit's really asking you to come into alignment, that Knight of Swords energy, cut through confusion. And that may be leaning into your triggers and your negative reactions and seeing truly, and not allowing your own personal reactions to throw you off balance. Because I just keep getting this energy of maintaining this loving presence and your center, no matter what might be going on around you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some additional messages. I'm going to pull from Carolyn, I think this is Carolyn Mrs. Archetype cards, to see what else Spirit wants to highlight for us with this 222 portal. All right, and we get Angel. So, it's interesting. Some of you guys may be seeing, 222 as an angel number. This is a powerful message here, you guys. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. So this Four of Pentacles energy is maybe also highlighting our need to volunteer, our need to be a little bit more loving and compassionate towards our fellow man, whether or not we agree with them politically, socially, religiously, emotionally, but really being in this energy of giving and helping, and that we're all in this together. The shadow attributes of the angel are to act innocent or angelic in order to mislead others, or falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So again, making sure that you just are truthful and authentic. And especially, those of you who are receiving visions and are empaths, and maybe you do Reiki or angelic healing, just recognizing, and even if you get treatments, for example, not forcing it to be anything other than what it really truly is, because it's absolutely happening the way it's supposed to. And it doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be an elaborate scheme, or it doesn't have to sound amazing. The energy that you guys, the light codes that you're pulling down and anchoring, they're going to come out in lots of different ways. And, there's no need to invent or fabricate or elaborate. It's perfect just the way that it is. Okay. All right, and then we get Messiah. So we get Angel and Messiah. Wow, serving humanity with humility. So this is really, really important, because this is falling right on top of that Four of Pentacles, you guys. It's the energy of giving. It's that compassion. And it's again, I feel like they're highlighting this with the pandemic, understanding that it is humanity against the virus, that no matter what, if we have different political beliefs, religious beliefs, if we have, it's about unity consciousness, you guys. That's what it's about. It's about serving humanity and doing it with humility, not expecting anything in return, but understanding that, your kindness will always be returned to you 1,000-fold by the universe. It may not be exactly when you expect it, but it's definitely, and it's about this karma, this Judgment card. It's about the karma, the seeds that you plant, them coming back to you. And sometimes it will be in a day, and sometimes it will take, 10 years. Okay, so really interesting energy there, this very sort of humanitarian element to this reading, and I'm loving. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pull some messages from... You know what else I love and what they're showing me is with Angel and the moderation. Many of you guys are coming into the understanding of your own personal angels that work with you. They may be revealing themselves to you at this time. But this is also a reminder here that your prayers are being answered, and that can be if you're looking for stability, love, abundance, you know, union with your twin or a soulmate. You know, it's just really beautiful. And that also with the Messiah energy, it's that, you know, it's also a reminder that you are the oracle. It's, you know, I'm getting, don't give your power away to anybody, whether that's a religious leader, whether it's a boss, whether it's somebody that you think is smarter or has more experience than you. It can be a tarot reading or a tarot reader. Remember that you are the oracle, that you have the answers within. And yes, it's beautiful to look for guidance. And there's a lot of people who have wisdom and experience that can help you on your path. But then also, you know, because it's an exaggerated belief that someone is the only means through which a cause can succeed. But remembering to not give your power away, that you are the means with which a cause can succeed. All right, if that makes sense. It's kind of it's a beautiful message. It's an empowering message because each and every one of us have the ability, you know, to tap into our intuition and access to Akashic records. So again, don't be giving your power away, you guys. Okay. All right, and we get individuality. All right, so Labradorite, and I love that energy coming through with what I just said. Number 5, we get a number of 5s coming out. We have the 5 of Five of Cups and the 5 of Wands. There was another 5 that came out, I thought. And here's another 5. So 555 is an important number as well. And there may be something, you know, it's about conflict. It's about change. It's about fluctuation, but bringing compassion and love to not only yourself, but others as we experience these major shifts. And we get Storm Wisdom. So Angel Raziel and Peter Sight. Okay. So this is really interesting. I'm going to read, this is from the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and Angel Ayahel, I'm not sure if that's the pronunciation, and Labradorite. So you guys, I've got Labradorite right here, a beautiful stone. I love this. They, you know, the ancients believed that this was this was Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, you know, encompassed in, you know, in physical form. It's gorgeous energy. So the Angel Ayahel and Labradorite, the message from this card is you will feel safe enough to enjoy the aspects of yourself that make you truly unique. Okay, highlighting that Taurus card, the Hierophant card, another number 5. So 5s are going to be a really important numerological sequence for you guys. From particular interest to your way of expressing yourself, to what excites and inspires your spirit, your individuality is the way the divine wishes to manifest itself through you through this lifetime. Yeah, and I went over that when I was talking about the Hierophant card. So for many of you, it is about your career or your studies, what it is you want to bring to this earth. And you know, if you guys want to read tarot cards on YouTube, for example, and you tell yourself, well, the market is saturated. Well, you know what? There's nobody that can do it the way that you do it. So stop putting up blocks or making excuses as to why you won't succeed. That's the message here. Okay, and it can be in anything. I mean, it could be, you know, if you want to study law or if you want to, you know, become a mechanic, whatever it is. Angel Raziel and Peter Sight. Storm Wisdom is the fierce cleansing nature of divine compassion. So we're seeing compassion coming out twice here. Made manifest in the world. Storm Wisdom thrills the spirit, for it understands that so much benefit and liberation will come from the process. Yet the mind may quake at the prospect of such little control over how your life events are unfolding for a time. So I'm really getting a tower moment, these great shifts that we're all experiencing on an individual level, but also on a collective level. What's happening during an experience of storm wisdom is that anything that has become stagnant or obstructing to your spiritual growth will be uprooted. And as we shift timelines, that's people and situations that are going to be taken out of our lives for our highest good. Okay, and that can feel daunting. That can feel strange. You might even feel isolated, but Spirit wants you to know with this 222 portal that you are absolutely not alone. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Additional messages, please, for the collective, for the 222 portal. All right, we get channeling, number 3. Some of you guys are coming into an understanding of your abilities to channel, okay, to channel passed on loved ones. But more than anything, I'm getting here that you guys are really, this is the energy with this 222 portal of anchoring in these new light codes for this new era, okay, where it's aligned with our higher soul's purpose, unity, and love. Now, this is from The Secret Language of Light by Denise Jarvie, and it's telling us that we have the ability to tune into different streams of consciousness to gain wise information for healing and expansion. And this 222 portal, you guys, is all about healing. Many of us, it's in the love situation. When it comes to love and relationships, it's bringing us divine healing. And, you know, healing of past hurts and disappointments, raising our vibration, calling in our true soulmates. For others, it's healing within to bring us balance, which is going to bring us more abundance, opening us up to receive. But channeling shifts our awareness so that we can stream information from different frequencies. And many of you guys with that Knight of Swords energy in reverse, you're going to realize your power to shift the frequency. So if you find yourself in a situation or surrounded by people or listening to music or news or whatever it might be that's really throwing you off balance, that your own personal power to maintain your loving presence. And you're going to be paying a lot of attention to that in the physical as well, what you're putting into your body. You can't, okay, so it's just like tuning into a radio station. If the information doesn't agree with you, tune into something different. So exactly what I was just saying. You have focused a part of your stream of consciousness upon the earth plane to experience life in new and varied ways. So all of this spiritual work, you guys, it's also a reminder that we're meant to channel and anchor these light codes into the earth plane to bring about more love and unity into this experience and to help others. All right, so it's about transmitting love and truth, especially in times when we feel as if that's been forgotten, right? And there's no different or no better a time to do that than now. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Final messages for the collective for this 222 portal. Blue flame. Wow. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. Yeah. And blue flame energy for me, as many of you may know, this is Ascended Master energy. So some of you guys also are going to be working very closely with the Ascended Masters on your ascension journey. And I feel like, you know, this 222 portal is going to be showing you and revealing to you who you work with. Major ascension here, you guys. That's like, ooh, it gives me goosebumps. Dreams. So we saw that here. The universe speaks to you through your dreams. So those of you who are on a twin flame or a soulmate journey, some of you guys are starting to dream about this person. And for those of you who aren't remembering your dreams, I feel as if there's a lot of psychic surgery taking place. You know, where you're not meant to sort of feel or see what was happening as you're being healed, okay? It's also all about bringing your dreams, you know, these castles that we've built in the sky, bringing them into this 3D reality. And if you've listened to my full moon and Virgo readings, you know, the full moon that we're going to experience, you know, shortly, is all about that. It's that Virgo energy to really analyze what needs to go and how we can make our fantasies and our dreams tangible, make the ethereal tangible. And then we get reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So again, seeing how our inner world is a reflection of our outer world. And many of you guys coming into balance, bringing love and unity into your inner world, you're going to see all of that manifest in the 3D as well. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found clarity and guidance in these messages. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.